Hi, Aries, Healing Grasshopper here to do your monthly reading for March 2026. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. If you don't know already, it's important to know that it's important to follow your other signs as well, not just your sun sign. If you don't know what those are, you can find out uh, you can calculate it for free online. Just Google it. Now, we are starting with the Fool, the Magician. A lot of court cards this month. It seems to be a significant month for everyone. So the Fool is the leap of faith card. Um, and then the Magician is manifestation. It is all of the tools that you need laid in front of you by the universe for you to manifest your desires. So this is an energy of a nudge from spirit um, to go for what you want in life. Now, those of you who have been subscribed to the channel for a while, um, know that I talk a lot about Pluto in Capricorn moving into Aquarius and at the end of 2024, and this last year of 2025 being a transitionary period, because it's a 20-year cycle, right? It was in Capricorn for 20 years. Now it's nestling. I wouldn't say it's fully nestled into Aquarius for the next 20 years, right? So the transitionary period through this long this long amount of time, this long stretch is going to take a while to transition into, right? So last year was a little wonky. It felt um, better than the previous years, though. It was like a weight was lifting off of our chests, right? Um, and you guys, Aries, have done the best out of everyone. Your readings almost changed on a dime when the Pluto energy changed. And I was like, wow, look at Aries. While signs like Capricorn took a lot longer. And truth be told, Capricorns are still kind of lagging in the old energy. Their transitionary period is more difficult. Um, so, but that's par for the course for Capricorn. You are fire signs, things happen quicker for you, right? So here is, and this background yellow is really shouting out at me here. There's like a bright optimism here. The sun is shining brightly. Um, right? It's like the sun has come out after a harsh storm. Um, so this is very much spirit saying, we know things were difficult, but now is the time to shine. And now you have the support you need to get to where you want to be. King of Swords. Now we're getting into court cards. We've got major cards showing up here. King of Swords is um, a destructive energy, but in a positive way. He is one who is very smart. He doesn't miss a trick, but he's very observant. And he is always ready to remove things out of his life that don't serve him, that he feels do not belong, right? So well, all of the signs have been in this kind of King and Queen of Swords mode for a few years now, where um, the universe has really been calling to us to clean house, so to speak, you know, um, and removing the baggage that we've been carrying for a long time that um, no longer serves us. There are also people, situations, jobs, all sorts of things that um, we were used to having in our lives, but we really, Spirit is trying to call us to have us realize whatever those things are that should not be there any longer. And the reason, and I feel like I'm talking in circles here, but the reason why is I'm trying to wake some of you up that aren't realizing what I'm saying here. I know intellectually, absolutely, you know what I'm saying, but there are things in your life, Aries, that you are not realizing need to go. And these are things that um, I call life staples, right? Like your spouse or your siblings or even your parents. Like, no one would think to remove those people out of your life. They are staples. But sometimes even staples need to go. And only you know who those people are, um, Aries. Aries, these are people that bring you stress, that make you doubt yourself, right? That belittle you. People who don't make you feel good, but on the regular. It's not that person that you had one fight with and your feelings were hurt. No, this is someone who hurts your feelings over and over and over again, doesn't give a damn, whom every now and then you even observe, like, wow, they really enjoy hurting my feelings. Or those people that you tell them not to treat you that way and they don't do anything to change it. Those people, they need to go. Um, this is what this is screaming out at you about, because this is like, okay, time to build that beautiful thing that you want in your life. But before that, there are some things that you need to tear down first before you start building. Gosh, I feel like I'm shouting. I'm sorry. No, that was a fumble. Okay. Um, and I noticed that I become more animated with the Aries videos. Aries, um, Aries energy, I'm always very sensitive to. You guys, I'm an earth sign, right? So I really, fire signs dazzle me. Um, and I'm an empath, by the way. So anyway, your energy is very like stimulating and energizing for me. So that's why I sound so animated. And it's really amplified by all this yellow coming up here. Reversed? No. Okay. So now you have the celebration card, the Four of Wands. This is a celebration after a job well done, right? So, and it's coming out after the King of Swords. It's saying, like, after you take care of what needs to be taken care of, you'll see that it's for the greater good. It's going to lighten the energy in your life. Well, strength is ours. Yeah. Hanged man, absolutely. Hanged man is about perspective, guys. So, what this is saying is there are things in your life right now that you need to pay attention to. And up here, we were starting to talk about perspective, right? Because I was talking about staples, right? These people in your life you're not quite seeing properly. But the hangman is here to invite you to come into a different energy where you are tolerating things in your life right now that in this month you're going to come to the end of your tether with some things. Like, wait a minute, I don't deserve this shit. I don't need this in my life. And if you feel like that, Aries, it's time to act on it. No more of the, oh, well, that's my mom. That's my sister. That's my wife. That's my husband. Oh, well, that's just the way they're. No, you know, if they're not providing you with what you need in life and they are taking from you and lowering your vibration, they need to go. The strength card here is about courage in this reading. This is about the inner strength that you have that leads you to do what you need to do in life. Yeah, well, yeah, you see, here we are with the Five of Cups. This is a feeling of being forlorn and focusing on the wrong things. So look at this diagonal line here. You have the King of Swords. They're waiting to eliminate things from your life. A call to adjust your perspective. And then we have, you know, devastation and hurt feelings here. And I mean, this is an all consuming grief that clouds your perspective, right? Because he is so consumed with these three cups that have spilt, he has no idea that there are two full ones behind him. So this is a very, very good depiction of a lack of perspective. So you have all of this great energy entering your life here, but you have whatever baggage that it is in your life weighing you down, distorting your perspective. That's got to change. This is horse. Yes. The Ten of Cups. Under the Magician and Hanged Man. This is, you have the power within you to manifest what you want in life. And as you change your perspective, you will manifest. You will produce what you want after all the difficulty that you've been in, right? Because the Ten of Cups here, they are held in a rainbow. A rainbow comes after the rain, after a storm. Here's the storm, right? Once you change your perspective and, like I said, get rid of that baggage, this is what you can look forward to. The moon. Right. Not surprised. We're going to get to the moon in a second. What? Okay. Very good. Okay. So the moon is uncertainty, a lack of clarity, right? So we're going to look at this diagonal here. This is take the leap of faith, adjust your perspective, but it's like, but I can't see. I don't know where I'm going. I'm unsure of my next step. Now, let's take a pause and recognize the fact that you've got the majority of the cards here are major arcana and court cards, which means that this is going to be a significant month for you. It's going to be a turning point for you. The moon says a lot here, where this is like a conundrum in your life, a feeling of being stuck and not knowing your way forward. Okay, this is a time of um, reflection and intuition here. Moving through moon energy, you can't do with pure logic and physical sight. There's got to, you have to feel your way through this and utilize your intuition, right? This is more upper chakra work here. Um, so again, I still have the word staple ringing through my head here. And a lot of this moon here has to do with the staple. It's like, I don't know what to do about this. This is my husband, whatever. But the thing is that you do know. You just can't bring yourself to come to that conclusion, come to that decision. And I'm not going to say what that decision is. Only you know. Okay. But the one thing that I do need to tell you is you can't continue to just let it lie. If you're going to grow spiritually and you're going to enter into your new paradigm, you're going to need to close out the old one. Because if you don't, the universe is going to set you on a a course of a new karmic situation. This is the end of a karmic situation that you're at. You're at a crossroads. And what you don't know is that one road leads to, you know, your, like I said, your next paradigm, the next step in life. And the next one is a loop right around to the same old, same old. So it's up to you whether you want to progress in life and start manifesting or go back to everything that makes you miserable. Because you were born with free will. It's up to you. Um, the Three of Cups is another celebratory card. You've got a lot of celebration here happening. But what's different about the Three of Cups? Look, I know that in these two cards, there's there are more than one person here, right? Um, but the Three of Cups really does talk about celebration with others. These are three people who are toasting together, celebrating together. They're enjoying each other's company. They all wish each other well. This is often the soul tribe card in my readings. So here's the contrast here. Things in your life that bring you grief or things in your life that bring you joy. Because this is what the universe is conspiring to deliver to you. You just need to clear things out first. All right, so clarity, advice, higher self, sacred destiny, trust your vibes, whispers of love, whispers of love. This one, this one. Okay. What was that? Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. This goes very well up here with the Fool and the Magician. What did I say about the universe conspiring to deliver to you what you want? There was someone, um, I already started to do the first and second week in March. There's someone that got that, like the universe is conspiring. Um, I wonder if it was you guys. Um, signs it, or of course I'm not going to find it. Um, anyway, You guys have you guys have an amazing amount of energy that I feel, Aries, building to assist you. And as a Capricorn sun, am so, in a way, envious of that energy that's building for you. Ours is a little different. We all have energy building for us, but yours is like, it's like fully formed. That's what it is. Not everyone's is fully formed yet. Yours is like really formed and ready to go. It's kind of like an energy bar. Yours is like almost close to 100. Um, so spirit is really calling you here. Like, hey, the energy is here. You know, your manifestation energy bar is almost full. Um, so as you're dreaming of the future, guys, you really have to look around in your life. Like, let's say you want to quit your job and move to Phuket or something. Move to Bali. Move to that. Have a nice beach life somewhere, right? But you've got a boss that never gives you a raise and always makes you feel bad about yourself. Uh, doesn't give you any kind of upward mobility. You feel trapped and berated, and makes you feel like you've um got imposter syndrome, like you're just not feeling good about yourself, you know? And you dream about, wouldn't it be nice to be free on the beach and be surrounded by nice people and that kind of thing. Why are you walking into a job every day that you have a dark cloud over your head all the time? Like, that doesn't, those, what you're living in and what you want definitely do not match, right? So how are you going to get to the Phuket life? Certainly not where you are now. So be in the present. Let's assess the present right now. What in the present does not match your dream? Once you identify that thing, you've got to work to eliminate it. Eliminate it. So, and then I used a job because it's much, much easier to talk about jobs than other relationships, because jobs you can quit. And by the way, let's close out the job one. Obviously, I would never suggest that you just tell your boss to go F themselves and walk off. You cannot do that in this economy. I understand. But, like, what's the plan? Are you just going to tolerate being in this place, or are you going to start working towards getting the F out of there? Because the energy here is here to help you if you want it. All you have to do is take the first step out of there, which would be researching other jobs, researching that business that you want to start. And then once you start moving in that direction, you'll see how one thing leads to another and it starts to snowball towards what you want in life. Instead of continuing to tell the universe, oh, I'm okay. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, people are shitting on me at work and I'm miserable, but I'll take it. It's fine. Don't tell the universe that because the universe is going to be like, okay, that's what you want. We have more for you. Don't do that. Okay, so now we're going to go into your relationships because those are harder, right? Because the solution to leaving a job, like I said, is quit. There's always that. But what is the solution to walking away from your parents or your sibling? Now, your spouse, obviously, we know what that is, what that recourse is. But it's not easy. That's not something that you do on a whim. But if you decide that that's the possibility and that's the answer, you have got to really start examining that and stop telling yourself, oh, I don't know what to do. You do know. It's just that the course of action is so like beyond your reach that you can't imagine taking that route. But we have to do difficult things in our lives. Okay? That's all I can say. And I don't mean to preach at you. But Aries, you've got too much going for you right now for you to wallow in unhappiness. You deserve happiness. You deserve better. And there's something that I've been telling quite a few signs in the past few months. Too many of us are tolerating, you know, dog poo in our lives. Okay, Aries, my fabulous badasses out there. I am looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comment section. I love hearing from my viewers. It really does make my day. I answer every single one of you with enthusiasm. Okay? So if you want to tell me how this resonates, uh, questions, suggestions, anything that's on your mind, don't hold back. Talk to me. I'll be waiting for you. Okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. You've helped me get to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. But even if you think you are subscribed, have a quick look for me anyway. You might be surprised to find that you're not. So if you are not, please do subscribe and like. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does a lot to help me out and to help the channel grow. Don't forget the notification bell because I'm always putting out new stuff. Monthlies, weeklies, bonuses, all sorts of things. But the other thing is, you don't have to wait for the notifications. If you think of me, come have a peek at the channel and see if there's anything new for you to watch because a good deal of the time there usually is. Okay? Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, there are two things you can do. One is share this channel with whomever you feel might enjoy it or might need it. And the other thing is have a look at the playlists. I have a lot of them made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks. While you're winding down in bed and even sleeping, because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay, Aries? I will speak to all of you soon. Love, light, and many blessings. Enjoy your month.